So I've been asked to think about what my favourite book is in the Bible, and that's a difficult question, of course, because I suppose I tend to perhaps have different favourites at different times of life. But in trying to give a sort of immediate answer when I was thinking about this the other day, I think it would have to be the Book of Psalms. One of the things that I find really helpful in my own tradition of Anglican worship is the practice of daily prayer, where you are reading through, where you're praying through the Psalms in a very regular cycle, day after day. And I suppose one of the things that I've been getting to do a little bit more recently is just trying to get to know some of the Psalms a bit more individually. It's that kind of book where we know there's lots of wonderful expressions of praise. We know there's lots of wonderful accounts of how great God is and all that he does in creation and redemption. We also know that there's lots of cries of help me, Lord, and even cries of despair. Lord, what am I going to do about this? How are you going to get me out of this? But perhaps sometimes we think of these rather in a big mass. Oh yeah, that's all there in the Psalms, but just pinpointing where this particular verses or this particular expression of feeling or statement of faith and wonder in God, that may be a bit difficult. But I think it's wonderful to start to appreciate the Psalms, of course, like every other book of the Bible, to appreciate the uniqueness of them as well, and just to sort of handle them, if you like a unique jewel. What is this one saying that no other one is saying? And you have this sense of a wonderfully rich, many-angled vision, a kaleidoscopic picture, if you like, of God and his relationship with people and our relationship with him. So although obviously a lot of the Psalms are similar to each other, each one is different. And they're prayers and praises which you don't just read in a time set aside for prayer. You don't just read or sing a version in church, but you actually take through the day with you. Snatches come back to you in the night when you're awake, and that's wonderful. That's one of the things that really feeds me about my encounter with Scripture at the moment.